Yo, 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 welcome back, people. Welcome back to another episode on Jason Gooner TV. It's your boy Jason Gooner TV in a late night segment. You know how we do it? Yeah. People, we get a big joke a while ago. I tell them, say, me I go live, and they must say, boy, you have other things you should be doing, but you don't know the Copa America squad is out, people. So I had to forward out live. Throw on the jersey, you don't know, representing. And we're going to talk about the squad that came out. And since the squad has come out, people, there has been some crazy things going on in the YouTube space. Also, some posts on Instagram from a certain player in the Reggae Boyz squad. And we're going to talk about that as well. So, yeah, this is going to be a good one, people. If you're happening to catch this on the replay, if you're watching it now, you need to please like the video. Please like the video. That's the most important thing you could do for the channel. And for me, yes, it's liking the video. Then, if next after you like the video, you should share the video. You should definitely share the video. Share the video around. Let people know what's going on. Share the video. Yes. And after that, now, when you share the video, when the new people see it, I'm gonna tell them, hey, new people, the ones who are seeing these platform, seeing this face for the first time, subscribe to the channel. If you're here, you probably know something about football. You like football, and you probably got sent here, and boom, you see it now. Subscribe. That is what you need to do, people. Like, share, and subscribe. I need to remember to do that more. Everybody tell me that. My kids, my friends, you need to say it more. Like, share, subscribe. So I'm gonna try. So yeah, big up yourself, Stefan. Right, bless up, bless up, bless up. Always and support the channel. Big up yourself, bro. Respect. Rob Smith, big up, big up yourself. Cryptic post. What's going on? Yes, Rob. You don't know. We like to bring what's going on to the people. So we're gonna do some searches and checks and see what's going on. Yeah, some crazy things going on, people. Trust me. Big up all the YouTuber them right now putting in the work, putting out the content, let the people know what is going on. Definitely going to give you my perspective on things. We're going to go through the squad, people, like what I always done. Just talk about the players, see how the squad balance looks. That's one thing we always like to factor in. Make sure that we're covered in every position. In terms of center backs, right backs, left backs, etc. Right. So we're gonna go through the squad, see what's going on with that. But as you're coming in, forwarding in, people, remember, like the video, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. So make we get into it. People. Yeah, man. Make we get into it. So definitely the title, Copa America Final Squad Live Reaction Show. So we're definitely gonna react to the squad. Shame on CVM. That's the next thing that I want to discuss tonight, because of course the squad was announced on CVM-TV, and I thought, going into this, it was a great idea. Why not? It's never been done before, as far as I can remember, on Jamaican television like that. So yeah, wanted to see how that turned out, and definitely it was a fiasco. I mean, yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit later though. But the first thing we want to do is just pull up the squad and let everybody see it on the screen, and we can discuss. Yeah. So let me see. I think I have a better place for this. So while may I find these people, make sure and share the video, like the video, Yeah, man. That's crucial. Share the video, like the video. Subscribe. There's a high percentage of people that watch it and them not subscribe. It don't cost anything to subscribe. Alright, I'm gonna find this thing. Yeah, so let me put this on the screen now. No. Alright, so Jeremy Lee said Jason Gooner, this squad needs some help. Why? I gotta look on it. West Harding better be a game changer the way the man them big theme. Alright, Rob Smith. not much to say about the squad. It's our squad and been our squad for a while now. Minus another couple players, squad is pretty consistent. Yeah, well, Rob, that is true. Them a ball for consistency all the time when it forward to the Reggae Boys squads, and this has been pretty consistent. When you look at the core players, they're pretty much always there. There is one core player that's not there. I'm gonna pull this up on screen now. Big up DNA. Big up DNA. All right, so yeah, so you can see that, right? Fresh got active. Bless up Ballheads. Bless up Ballheads. Subscribe to DNA Football Ballheads TV. Some more YouTube are putting in the work, supporting as well. I'm sure squad are many. I'm not sure how is this squad any different from the previous squads though. Fresh God said, bless up, bro. Stefan Wright, only West Harden is back. All right, so this is the squad, people. Goalkeepers. You have Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake, Kanaya Boyz, Clark, Jamali Waite. So 4 goalkeepers. And I mentioned squad balance before, and we're going to discuss that. So 4 goalkeepers. Defenders. Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Hardin, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. All right, so Amari Bell there, good to see. Sounded as if he's not really healthy yet, but the coach is hopeful that by the time he is healthy, we'll still be in the tournament. So he's in the squad as well. Midfielders now, we have Casey Palmer, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibodier, and Karai Anderson. All right, so that's the midfielders. Forwards, we have Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Michael Antonio, Damari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and Leon Bailey. So that is the Reggae Boys Copa America squad, people. So just looking at it, first thing that jumps out to me, I'm surprised to see the 4 goalkeepers. He did say that Andre Blake, while still being injured, will still be traveling with the squad just as support and as a leader. And just surprised that they're going with 4. But I guess if Andre Blake is still hurt, I guess the thinking behind it is you need 3 goalkeepers to suit up for any given match day. So they would need to have that 4th goalkeeper in the squad for when Blake is still injured and can't suit up. So yeah, that could be it. But surprising to see the 4 goalkeepers. Defenders now, as I said, as you see there, that's 3, 6, 9, that's 10 defenders, right? So that's 14. 6 midfielders, 20, and 6 forwards for 26 players. So that's the squad basically. Again, a little bit surprised with the 4 goalkeepers. You have Shaquan Davis, Mount Pleasant, Andre Blake, of course, injured. Philadelphia Union just re-signed Kanaya Boyz, Clark Redding, and Jamali Waite in the championship with Locomotive. So that's the goalkeeping squad lineup. We saw Jamali Waite play the 2 previous World Cup qualifiers, made some mistakes. Probably one of his worst games I have seen or I can remember. When you look at the balance of the squad, you look at the defense, you see Dexter Lembikisa as a right back option. Other than him, you would have to say the other one would be Wes Hardin, who can also play centre back. You have Joel Latibodier listed as a midfielder who could play right back as well. So that's they have some right back options there. Then you look to left back. Greg Lee, of course. Amari Bell listed, but probably not going to be fit in time for the first game, I wouldn't think. But who knows? Then you have John Bell as well, can play left back or centre back. So that's decent cover there. Of course, Dexter Lembikisa could play on that side as well. So that's a lot of options at the wing back or full back side, right? Whether you play the back four or the back five or the back three. Then, center back options now, you'll be looking at Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Damian Lowe, Ethan Pinnock. Great to see him back. Ethan Pinnock. Wes Harding can play centre back as well. John Bell can play centre back as well. If you're playing the back three system and Amari Bell is fit, he could play one of the three in the back three as well. So a lot of options and versatility, I think, with the defenders. The one worry right now, Amari Bell's health. That would be a main concern with the defensive unit, but hopefully he's close to being ready. But other than that, surprised at the timing of Wes Harding's inclusion, but a player that I've always thought should be included in these rosters, especially when you look at some of the right back options we've been using recently. I don't know if Wes Harding wouldn't give us more than those players. I think when you look at Javane Brown, Tavon Gray, serviceable players, but I don't know if either one of them have really grabbed their opportunity with the Reggae Boys. So, I know Harding has really been cast away since that Panama window, the dreaded Panama game at home in the stadium. He was a part of that lineup, and I think he was one of the scapegoats on the day. So, hopefully he can put that behind him now, and, he gets another opportunity, a longer run and look with the team. So let's see what he does with it. As I said, that position or that area, that squad depth, right back area, nobody has really grabbed it, right? So let's see what he can do in this window. Richard King, I thought, had up and down window. This past window, I thought in the second game he wasn't as good as he was in his 20 or so minutes in the first game. But not so surprised that he has made the squad. I think if you look at the history, he's had a chance under this manager to be a part of a lot of the squads. And, to be fair to him, when he has played, I wouldn't say he has looked terrible. You know what I mean? I can't remember a time when he has looked really, really bad. He has had some games where he wasn't great. But, I think he's there primarily for cover. If everyone in this list is fit, he might be probably the one that you would say would be learning and looking the most. But who knows? Card situations, injuries, Richard King suddenly becomes one of the players that have to play. Especially if you're playing a 3 center back system and people are out on cards and things of that nature. So, he better keep ready in a tournament like this. You never know what can happen. So Richard King is there, looking at the center back some more again, Ethan Pinnock, just very, very happy that Ethan Pinnock is back. I didn't put it in the title, but of course, anytime these squads come out, we always want to discuss, what could have been. That's something that people don't like when we do things like that because they just want us to focus on the players, and I respect that and understand that. But at the same time, it's just a natural conversation that happens. We can't act like these YouTube spaces are not actual conversations, right? I'm not going to change how I would talk just because it's on YouTube now, So yeah, we're going to discuss that as well. Players that we think, who they could have made it, or what happened with this player. Those are the questions that people will ask always. So we're going to discuss that as well. But yeah, Ethan Pinnock, happy to have him back, definitely. I think if as long as he's 100%, for me, has to start. The most accomplished player in this defensive list. So yeah, I think he's a rock back there, and we'll be better with him playing for us. Michael Hector, this past window maybe not his finest performances, especially when you factor in how he was playing in the Nations League games and prior to that. But yeah, I think he'll bounce back in this Copa America. I believe. I think he'll be somebody that we'll rely on for sure. Deshaun Bernard, another one that maybe these past few games, the first game I thought he played excellent against Dominica. I didn't think it was one of his best performances. But again, a player that I think is improving steadily, and the more confidence that he gains, and things like that, I think he'll look really good out there. I think he'll look really good out there. A lot of potential, Deshaun Bernard. I see it. So yeah, that's the center backs really. Left backs, you have Gregley, of course. John Bell can play out there as well. So interested to see how they utilize John Bell in this tournament, because he can play center back, has been playing there. When he plays for the MLS club that he's at now, I believe he's at Seattle Sounders. He basically plays center back, so can play left back as well. So we'll see. That's where we saw him play for Jamaica. The one time we saw him play for Jamaica before. Yeah. So check in with the chat section, because I've just been talking about this team. Marshall all over DJ is madness, but DJ kind of played himself out of the squad. Yeah, so the midfield, Casey Palmer, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibadier, and Caroy Anderson. So now this midfield, people, it's light, 6 midfielders. For me, this would have probably been the area where, if we had the 3 goalkeepers instead of the 4, I would probably want to put somebody else in this midfield lineup. Definitely, because I think it's light, especially when you factor in certain systems that we play. Joel Latibadier might play defense. Of course, Lowe has been playing midfield in certain games, so maybe that swap is there. But the midfield to me is a bit light. Very surprised, happy for the kid. Well, not kid, he's what, about 25, 26 now, a man now, Alex Marshall, for getting into a Copa America squad. But it's a strange one for me, especially when you factor in that we probably need protection in the deeper areas in midfield more than the attacking areas, right? Because when you look at the forwards that can maybe drop back and play a bit more in midfield, like Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, Cephas to a lesser extent maybe could play wide, midfield type of role. We probably needed another player to play a little more deeper line in midfield for cover there. So Alex Marshall was a strange one for me, but let's see how the coach deploys him. I'm not sure what that would look like, him playing at that deeper midfield role if he had to, but I'm not really seeing where Alex comes into the equation. But forwards, we have Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Michael Antonio, Damari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and Leon Bailey. So, right, that's what people, the last name I just said, Leon Bailey, right? So, of course, Leon Bailey named on the team. And Coach Hal Grimson did say on the CVM program that he would be joining the team after his prior engagements, right? So of course, anybody who follows this thing, and most of my viewers more than likely, oh well, maybe not, maybe you're seeing it for the first time and you don't know what we're talking about, but whatever the case is, Coach Hal Grimson said prior engagements is why Leon Bailey would join the team a little later, not when the tournament and the camp actually starts. So, of course, anybody who's been following this would know that he had an interview previously and said that, he's throwing a party, and of course, him not going to miss him party. So, he's going to his party, and that is June the 21st, right? So, Jamaica's first game in the Copa America is June the 22nd. So, yeah, of course, if Bailey's going to that party, he wouldn't be playing the first game of the Copa. So, the coach did say, as I said on TV tonight, CVM, that Leon would be, due to some prior engagements, he would be meeting up with the team a little bit later. So that sounds okay to the viewers that don't know the story. But of course, those who know the story know that the prior engagements that the coach is referring to is some parties, or a party, I should say, not some parties. So, yeah, it don't sound as good as prior engagements. So I understand why the coach would say that on national television in Jamaica, but those who know, if you know, you know. You know that saying? Yeah, if you know, you know. So yeah, the prior engagements we barely have him not gonna be able to play the first game, and then we'll meet up when him ready, you know. So that's how it go. But right there is a perfect segue, people. Before we go into any more metrics about the team or anything, I have to discuss this, people. This was not even in my title or anything, but you know, it would be crazy for me not to speak about this, because before I came on the live stream tonight, I am getting a message and thing, and basically it's from Leon. It's from Leon Bailey himself. So, well, all right, let me go back some more, people. So prior to even seeing this post from Leon Bailey that I'm about to show, prior to showing you this post, I have to tell you about, you know, I was watching another program, getting ready for the show, and it was Ryan's show, you know. I believe it's on Intense Sports, right? So Intense Sports, big up yourself. I was listening to that, and I believe, I'm not sure if Craig Butler called the show or Ryan called him. I'm not sure, but Butler answered the phone and thing, and Ryan said he if asked him if he wanted to talk to the people, and you know, I don't think he really said I was live. Either way, Butler didn't know he was live, and Butler said, um, him say, I don't know if I want to talk, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't know like what he exactly said. I don't remember what he exactly said, but him say, if you want to talk about JFF, I'm not in the mood, or something to that effect. And him say why? Him say why? Him say them jump the gun. So Ryan say them jump the gun with what? Him say, well, them put him on there, and them don't get no, you know. Basically, it's like him I say them just throw him on the team, and him them don't know nothing about that. Nothing, no concrete said, you know, Bailey I do nothing. So basically, this is Leon most recent post, people. After when I just tell you when I hear, right? Big up to Ryan again, because I get that straight directly from you know, watching that tonight. But then Bailey post this, people. Look on this. Misleading information. That. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do the people have to say about these people? I don't know. So Leon Bailey is in the squad. Craig Butler is on a program. And after he said what he said, people, after he said that JFF jumped the gun, yeah, JFF jumped the gun, and you know how them for put him name on there and nothing really tie up, you know. So, and then he said, you know, but don't let the viewers know that yet, or something like that. And then that's when I believe Ryan put himself on mute, and whatever he was saying couldn't be heard. But it was too late. So I'm sure that that clip is making the rounds, you know. So I just happened to see it in real time. But yeah, it's crazy stuff, people. Misleading information. So Bailey is named, but is he actually in the squad? This is not a good sign for all those people that were, you know, willing to forgive and forget whatever feelings they had against what he was saying before, the timing of it and all that. Well, this don't look so good, people. Because one thing to hear Butler say it and try not to have it be aired to the public, but it's another thing for the player directly to just post this. Like, this is not, I mean, you know, I see Dexter's Lab, big up to Dexter's Lab, always forward with the hilarious video them. Him say, so this is what we're doing now, cryptic. But Dexter's, you know, nothing is really cryptic about this, you know. It just a misleading information. And you know, we know what information we got tonight. We know who was on it, so it's not really that cryptic. Yeah, I'm not about to give people a highlight still, but I don't understand this at all, people. I don't understand this at all. Like, I have so many questions about this. How is it? This is crazy, people. When I think about this, honestly, when I read this, Marshall over DJ is madness, yeah. So that's something, as you said that, Marshall over DJ. You know, let's take a look at the squad again, because I want to see what could have maybe been a little different about this squad. Like the reel them put out still. Nice reel. Man, them jump the gun star. Bless up, know yourself. Like a defender, if you're playing three at the back, it makes sense. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We might go with that system every game for real, So too with Bell. Bless up float. Yeah, man. Shootout. Streets hot, People them head hot. Include Bailey, and Bailey say misleading. May I tell you, Los Bancos, it's crazy. We're down to 25. No Bailey. Hot Chili say good squad with some questionable picks. Which one of them questionable, Chili? Know yourself with what? Defense is great. Hot Chili say it great. Yeah, not really bad still. Move on from this now. It's not good. It's a team sport. Bad behavior by Jordan doesn't excuse bad behavior by any other athlete. We say Jordan alone immune to the criticism. Cristiano, where is Hutchinson? Good damn question. We try call him before for most of the major tournaments, and this time, yeah, man, we hear it, man. They there over there. Float. I was there. Yeah. Alex Marshall, midfielder. MF, Amia asked that? Oh, a float him attack to. I said, I'm sure I never announce it if him never confirm. Big up fresh, man. Yeah, he was. You wanna make sure and listen fresh guy, Where say Stefan, a big joke thing, though. I want to see it, man. So Jean-Pierre try reason it out. It sounds like negotiations were happening. But if coach announced 25, the public would ask about the 26. Well, I don't know which one. Well, all right. The one thing though, this way that them do it, it kind of make Because obviously if they did it in press conference form, there would be questions by people in the room afterwards, which maybe make him avoid. Like, that's maybe why right now we can only speculate about Omari and players that not there, and the coach might not speak to anyone again until like the Copa time, which is when he will be saying, we want to focus on, the players that we have, which any coach would say. That makes sense. You don't want to talk about players not in the camp. But you don't want to talk about players not in the camp. So, I think them doing the way they did it tonight, maybe he gets to avoid. What I say? Check the comments on the on the Bailey post. You know what? All right, I'm gonna do that for real. So let me get this straight. The JFF named you in the squad without your consent. Then, if that's the case, then that's quite embarrassing to say the least, and does not bode well for our football federation. Regardless, it would have been nice to see you represent at this summer's tournament. So if you're not planning on returning to play for Jamaica, I think you should consider retiring because the situation has become very toxic. That is from Sir Jacko on Instagram. Harlem Ray 21. What misleading info, bro? You don't know. You don't want to play for your country, because if you really did care about your country, you'd be at training and not partying, bro. No disrespect, but to play your country is great achievement. We know you don't like how the situation play out, but come on, you're a ball player. Get over it and represent our little island. So many people may be saying the JFF is, is shit. We all know, but to wear the color of your country is a great achievement. Boy, that make it sound like I can't read people. It's a tough one. But yeah, basically, people just look like they must say, boy, get over it and play some ball. Somebody said this don't look good for Jamaican football. Teddy Mark 27 said, Balla, do not make a mockery of your country. This don't look good. Somebody said, all right, enough with the cryptic S. Are you playing in the Copa America or not? Please just be up front. Somebody said, too afraid Vinny might pile you. I don't know. We might not play Brazil though. Martin Baker said, call up JLO. Call up Beckford. Well, we might have to do that, To be honest, better Bailey don't show up because Grimm probably going to lose the dressing room. That's our next thing too. But the thing is, like, boy, I hope say the ball of them didn't know Leon was gonna be in this, like before. Oh boy, yeah, Jason Gooner. I wasn't on Ryan's show and the clip is already out, been circulating through WhatsApp. I tell you, float. Ryan get a next viral moment, Cause believe me, the way I really find Ryan and when him a ball. The man a ball, but Alvas Powell give it the ball. Jeez and peace. Man I cry living water upon the live stream. The ball has cited issues with the federation, asked for some space. Have those issues been sorted out? It says we try to come back and play. This is a joke. Yeah, Stefan, right? That's the thing. And there's a little bit of foreshadowing that the relationship was trying to be mended by Hal Grimson when he was on Oral Tracy's show on Hits 92, and he basically was saying, like, for the first time he kind of acknowledged that some of the issues that Bailey was bringing up you know, he agrees with. He agrees that things need to get better and things need to change. And I found that kind of telling, that like he would even on a medium like that, on a platform like that, he would just say that, like actually siding with the player a bit, you know. So yeah, I thought that was a bit of foreshadowing. I thought that was him, like that was the olive branch, you know. Like, I shouldn't even bring that up right now with what going on with the flowers and the picture. Yeah, that was, I don't know what to call it, but not that what me to call it. But you know, everybody know me I talk about. Yeah. Remember, people, like, share, and subscribe, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but Stefan, that's true, man. Like, a joke thing. Big joke thing. Craig Butler just post, channel. I'm afraid to even look on that one there. Where's for read it? Cause Craig do some mad typing more while. But this one, oh, him have a. All right. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen for you, people. 11:47. So 11 minutes ago, now try to tell me about this. All right, so boom. You can see that, people. Phone a bling off. Fabia sent it to me direct from time. Yeah, so Craig said Leon Bailey has stated that he's taking a break from the Jamaica national team for his mental health and to spend time with his family. His position has not changed. We kindly ask that you respect his wishes at this time. Posts made on social media that are surfacing at this time is a misrepresentation of his position. We wish the Reggae Boyz well in the Copa America competition, and he, along with his management team, will continue to support the Jamaica national team at all levels. Change must come. Respect and one love for all. All right. So first and foremost, well done, Mr. Butler, in terms of the writing of this one. It was very easy to read. So thank you. Yeah, but yeah, that's, yeah, him say what he must say. Say, listen, there's the position has not changed. We still feel the same exact way. You know, if why this get deep, you know, because if them really never have no inkling that the man actually was going to play, then Rob Smith say, I think he lost the Jamaican fans tonight. You think so, Rob? You think this is it? Everybody has said to check that page there. First say, don't say well done to Butler and I him write it. Well, Butler never wrote that. Butler never write that. Something happened for them to name him. I'm not buying it. Yeah, the last time it was a word against word thing, you know. We all know Butler write with strong emotions. That is true. But deal wasn't sure. So Elias say, yeah, there was communication, but the deal wasn't sure. So then I make them take the first steps and then those things say everything all right. Now you see why I asked that question. Yeah, I definitely see why. Bless up Sean Base. Up. Yeah, man, make them know. Yeah, man, you have to put on your seatbelt, you know? Demo, big up, big up, big up, big up. I say I love the West pick. Yeah, man, good pick. I want to know what was misleading from the coach. Yeah, I mean, clearly something got crossed in the signals because them think everything all right enough to name him, and you see Butler post right there. Say boy, nothing really changed from what we did first tell you, you know. So read the comment them on the Butler one. Yo, people wicked, you know. Yeah, man, people well wicked, bro. Man, I'm dealing with Butler crazy in the comments. Bailey and Marshall are questionable. Charles Brahma said by tomorrow morning a whole new list. For real. Bailey has lost more fans than he know tonight. True. Like, I really should have do a poll. Like, how many, who would have, can I try to figure out, like, if people, like, happier that him would have play or more upset that him don't play? Like, can we want to know if public opinion change, you know? Like, a lot of games this season, resting. Top range guys, I say, yo, boss tired, you know? Boss need him rest after a long season, put in some work. But I don't know about that. Baller play Copa. How much game Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. and them man they play? Yo, the man for want to play some ball, man. What you talk about? Coach Agrimson wants Bailey to play, so he's trying everything to get to play. Beckford hasn't really impressed. Could I do more with the opportunity? For the whole thing sounded they were in negotiations. Okay. Where is it? That one, no. Where is it? Hot Chili, the players join up Sunday. Yes, fresh tell you there. June 16. Yep. And New York, them a meet up, Martin? Really? Never know that. Fresh, that is it. It's better to name him and him don't turn up. I was wondering, like, is this a JFF chess move to, like, cause as people are saying, him lose a lot of fans tonight and him, you know, so like JFF must figure, all right, well, I not say what them a figure, but if you think about a chess move, you naming him for him to then like say him not gonna do it, or you know, that can sway the public opinion. Perhaps they will look on it like, Jano, the man them actually want you to play, you know, and you just not want to play. So it could make some people change them stance and how them believe, you know. Like they might say, yo, Leon, we are dealing, you need to play. But when I think it's that deep that they might play games. I just feel like maybe the coach maybe really did feel like, yo, the man would play and him never really discuss everything. Like, I don't know, brother. I don't know. This is one big joke. But I love to talk to somebody who actually, you know, have them on the program and just ask them, listen, what's going on? Like, what is really going on? Bola went on live call before the post and said JFF dropped the ball. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me there listen to the program, Elias. Me there listen it. Jump the gun, him say. Only Jamaica football can leave me confused like this. I tell you actually, update squad loading. I'm sorry of this. You sure of this? Yeah. No. Yeah, man. It horrible, man. Bailey should just retire. Our new number 7 is Dixon. Fresh, exactly. Too much excuse. Update squad loading. I'm so tired of this thing, man. I tell you. Where's the team? All right, Dwayne Morrison. I'm show you the team. But we don't know. I come in like it. We can't even say it's the team right now. Because too much confusion. So I go on. All right, see the team here doing. You can see that? No, definitely. Yeah, how about that? Suppose you can see that. My bad, people. I don't know what is something while I'm gonna dash on myself. Yo, remember to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget. Alright, so the squad here. Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake, Kanaya Boyz Clark, Jamali Waite. Defenders, Dexter, Lemby, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Harding, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. Then you have midfielders, Casey Palmer, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibodier, Karai Anderson. Forwards, Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Michael Antonio, Damari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and Leon Bailey. All right, so that was the team doing Morrison. But guess what happened? Since the team come out, beer things are going. Butler didn't know him land live here. Said JFF jumped the gun. Shouldn't put the man in the team because he's not ready. Nothing no go so. And Bailey has since posted misleading information, and it's been reposted by Craig Butler with a long message as well. So we don't know what go on doing Morrison. This squad, we don't know. I will try to figure out if there will be amendments, adjustments. We're gonna try to figure it out. Seriously, I don't understand how they waited this long to still get the squad wrong. I don't know. And JFF page fresh say it's alright, fresh. You throw it on the screen again. Tired that is foolishness, respectfully. Look on Madrid City United players who played more games than Bailey and have been playing friendlies from week. Yeah, actually, I don't buy that at all. I think if it wasn't the situation where the JFF and his manager were dealing, Leon Bailey would be playing like the rest of them for this Copa. Like Nana, like Blake, like Pinnock, like everybody else playing the Copa, Antonio, everybody else basically. He would be there too. But I feel like the situation is just it runs too deep. It runs too deep. And I feel like when Chung went in there, it just made it worse because that's like clearly is somebody where Butler just don't like as well. Because they obviously had a history and it never worked out and something did go sideways, obviously. And now, Craig don't really too rate him. So yeah, I feel like that just kind of made it worse. And yeah, I feel like if the whole Butler dynamic with JFF wasn't involved, then Bailey would just be playing, for sure. The coach pick him squad, not JFF. Check on the Leon comments. What going on the Leon comments? And why West Harding now all of a sudden? Wouldn't it make sense to continue with Tavan Gray? Well, Bravo Raid Squadron. I am a bit surprised about the West Harden inclusion, but again, as I was saying earlier about that position, I don't think when you look at Tavon Gray, Javane Brown, and Dexter Lembikisa, to me, the only one of those three that has really grabbed the position or look like him really should be a part of every squad is Dexter. And the other two have not really state their claim, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. So I have no issue with West Harden. I mean, the timing is a bit weird when you factor in his league form and how it went towards the end of this past season. But it's a player that I've always in the past, when I've predicted lineups or not predicted, or when I've said my lineup that I would pick if I was the coach or had a hand in picking the team, I always predominantly would put West Harden because I think he's versatile. He can play center back or right back. Especially if we're thinking about playing that back three system, he's another option there in that 3-man backline system. So, he's a player that I think just didn't get enough games and enough chances for Jamaica. So I don't have a huge issue with that. The timing is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, based on how he has played in the past and not made squads, for him to make it now is a bit, the timing is weird. But again, the players that he would be replacing in that area of the pitch, I can understand why the coach would want to see him again at this point. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, this coach has never picked West Harden. Yeah, he's never picked West Harden. So, he wants to see him over an extended run of games. And he's going for him. So who knows? Maybe he was looking at some old videos when I was calling in on programs and saying West Harden should make it. I don't know. So it's there to discuss. It's either you playing or not. Yeah, there is nothing to discuss. That's true. Lemon Zest. Yo, Lemon Zest. What a name. Why you choose the name Lemon Zest? Big up yourself. Like the video. Share. Subscribe. Lemon Zest. We never see you before. So subscribe, brother. Or whatever you are. Brother or sister. When I see the players in camp, I will know who in the squad to how things are going right now. Actually, that is hilarious that you that said that. Because I talked to my father earlier today. I'm say, boy, may I do a squad announcement show in a late night tonight, And him say, him never really said nothing. So I'm say, but to be honest, I wonder if I should just wait till like when the camp are going and I say all the people them were there and all them things, because it's very rare for a squad to come out and the people that's actually on the first squad is the people that you see by the time the first game I go play or whatever. So it's just sad that I could even make that comment, and we don't even reach the Sunday yet when people flight don't reach and all this. From the first night, Leon Bailey come out and says misleading information. So, oh boy. All right, so CVM, we don't now get where, Can we just talk about this squad all night? But we don't now get where CVM. We got full screen so we can talk to the people. All right, people. So, from the community tab earlier today, we did post, the little flyer where CVM did have and say, yo, squad announcement, and look out for the thumbnail, come here. Go live after the squad announcement. And little did I know that everybody we have a YouTube channel was going to be live at the same time when the squad come out. I should have known though. But anyway, not feeling away, YouTube brothers out there. And sisters, if any of the girls made a stream tonight about Reggae Boys. But anyway, we put out that thing and say, oh, this is actually good. In my head, I say, this is good enough. CVM live on TV, because one of the big gripes I hear about Reggae Boys from like people on the ground who know we live in Jamaica. Nobody don't know about the Reggae Boys. Nobody don't know about when the game them a play. Nobody don't know about nothing. They're not aware of the Reggae Boys and not in tune with the Reggae Boys. Nothing like that. So when me hear say them a do a squad announcement show and thing, we say, yo, that is a good thing, man. I don't know how much people are watch CVM at night time. I don't know, but maybe if I don't know. So anyway, I don't have no way for watch CVM because well, I not got up. I used to have a way I could have watched CVM, but that way get messed up because the way I used to watch the thing mesh up. Anyway, long story short, I can't watch CVM again. So you don't know, technology is great, you know. My WhatsApp, mommy, I say, mommy, boom, CVM, you know. So mommy just boom, line up the camera, boom, I watch it. So I take it in and I say, mommy, turn it up now. She said, but Jason, it loud and so then me I say, yo, but this man know say my sound crispy. Everything come through this, man, hear everything. So then after it done now, me I talk to my father and I say, Daddy, I say, yo, you know, say and the sound quality. Some say, right, that's why in my head, me I say, oh, that's why I could barely. Come here, me I say, yo, mommy, why you can't make me hear it better? And then she's like, you can't hear it and this and that. But I don't me or my machine or her machine. I just the quality of the sound in the place and how it worked. It just wasn't good, right? So that's the first thing. The sound quality horrible. Horrible. Then just little things. They must say, yo, Reggae Boyz to take on Brazil, Argentina. Like, no, we not must take them on. Them in the competition. We take on Venezuela, Ecuador, and Mexico. You know, just them little thing there, you know, it could have better, right? Then now, we forward to the most important part of the night, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget. The most important part of the night. The people them are gonna reveal the squad now. So the first thing that I thought was a bit strange. And I don't know if this was pre-planned or this is how Hal Grimson wanted to do. I don't know. But he said, you know, no rules. And when I say he, Lance, who was there tonight, CVM, right? And he said, I want you to do it a little differently. I want you to tell us play at 24, 25, and 26. Since you have more players this time, you can put 26. So the man said, player, all right, he said, tell me number 24 first. So he said, of course, you know, he's injured right now, but our captain, Andre Blake, boom. So Andre Blake, 24. Then 25th now, him say another player who is still, you know, trying to recover, get back in time, might not make it for the first game, blah, blah, blah. Amari Bell. So I say, okay, 25. Boom. And I say, well, player 26, you know, it will be Leon Bailey. And I hear the people in the background, and I clap and thing, and throw up Bailey picture up on the screen and da, 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 da. So, of course, we know the drama with the Bailey thing. Now, after that, now, I think they might have gone to break. And then when they came back, them say, okay, now we want to reveal the rest of the player them by position or whatever him did say. But them start run a graphic now and just start show the whole of the player them. Them just run the graphic straight through. So by the time them get to the end now, it's a whisper, and then it's a Dejan Richards, Kaheem Dixon, Leon Bailey again. Boom. So when it done now, before them can call Lance, it's not what me keep on I call the man Lance. I know Lance the man name, you know. I don't know what the man name. What the man name? You're not gonna tell me in the comments. I know one Lance. Lance are the one was still there, Sports Max now. Oh, George, thank you. George Davis. Yeah, thank you, Fresh. Come here, I wonder why I call the man Lance, you know. True, the man, yeah, he used to work with Lance, yeah. Anyway, so George Davis, I say, like him want, can tell say him want to go to commercial or wherever he want, but Grimson say, yo, I have to cut you off, you know, because you guys made a mistake. And him say, made a mistake? What? Yeah, Pink Watch boss, made a mistake. I mean, I say, yo, what do you mean made a yo? So the man said, listen, Whisper has an injury. Whisper has an injury. He's not in the team. Dejan Richards is not in the team. Blah blah blah. So I think at that time George said something like, well, and we didn't see Ronaldo Cephas, and he said, yes, well, you know, you guys put Dejan, but Cephas is there. So I mean, come on, people. You can't. I couldn't believe this. Them have one real task tonight, you know, people. regardless of all the other things them go through and all the graphics them show and all the little full interview them do to fill out the hour time with them have. Right? Them put up the wrong actual squad when them reveal the squad. Like, really? And then the wrong squad graphic was then put out on their various social medias, which was taken down eventually, but some people started to share around the wrong one and misinform more people. And I know it was a CVM production, but JFF and people that were there, don't you think it would have been smart to ask CVM to show you whatever graphic they were going to run before you guys went to air tonight? Also, how would CVM have anything other than what you guys are providing them? How is that possible? How could they have something different from what you were going to go reveal that night? How is that possible? Or is it that CVM people, they just have a squad and them just pick a squad and at that them want to reveal? Like, I don't understand how these things happen. Let me see what the people are saying in the comments, because this is very strange. Speaking of West Indies, somebody say West Indies them I watch. But let me see, boy, man, I get all kind of things are going on now. What is now? What is press conference? Yeah, I might have to play this, people. This look like it fresh.
Before we get into the formalities, just want to highlight the error that you saw on the graphic inside. So Kevin Lambert, the midfielder, is in.
All right, so this sound like some kind of sit down press conference that would have happened after the squad reveal. So it's just forward from my phone right now. So I go hear this, I go listen this together for the first time. See, but yeah, I mean the initiative was great, Yo, Travis, me see you burn them out on the socials, them, Jeez, peace. I'm say I'm done with Jamaica football. Al Grimson, a big joke. Can go beg Leon Bailey. A simple squad announcement, brother. CVM is a joke, so CVM made the blunder. Yeah, but a foolishness, but CVM tried to do what ESPN did. We have to check the marketing team, said Dr. Hero. Always go to TVJ, them used to big events. So long, them cup, what? After when me did I see them was like 30-5. Them actually win the match, the demo. Jaja. Well, from here I say rally and say big win. Them know say them forward back. That is a big win. Hush Puppy say them win. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy that West Indies win, yo. Big win for West Indies, car. Yeah, man, me did lose faith. Yeah, man, New Zealand done, man. West Indies and Afghan, more than likely. And win by 15. Wow. Yo. Big win. Big win. Azari Joseph did the thing tonight. And that's a sign of a good team, fresh. Because Hussein did the business last time. Joseph get the 4 this time. We know Moti go forward with a big day, one of them day and auto. So yeah, they have different match winners on the bowling side, and I think once that top order can get something going, We might be crazy, you know. Rutherford was big, bowlers were elite. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, man. If that top order get going, man. Oh, Morty got 3. Okay, see it there. So between them get 7. Yo, Morty, Josie, Hussein, I get the whole of the praise, you know, but Morty is a next wizard too, you know. Believe me. But yeah, the top order there, brother. From them can figure that out. From Brandon can get consistent. Poor and normally we do him thing, but Charles and King, them just need some consistency, brother. Anyway, we now move the goalpost, but that me just happy say West Indies win that match there. I can't believe the man them make 150 out of what I see at the beginning. And I can't believe some stop watch West Indies for focus on what CVM do. Should I go and watch West Indies? Travis, now stop set TV. Halgrim's out. Alright, well Travis. Nobody leave the program. Zine? But I go play this. I go play this exclusively. Just drop on the desk. Well, on my phone, I should say. This is the press conference that happened tonight. It looks like it must have taken place right there at Tracks and Records. Have a nice little backdrop set up and everything. So with them sponsors and thing, look like what? Grace Water, Powerade, I believe that's it. And I think Just Bet? And one more. So maybe them will Simon usually will tell you about the sponsors. So make we hear what them I say. What we said, done with Reggae Boys and up with the Windies. Boy, Jean-Pierre, it looks so. But me not forgive them time, brother, because if somebody tell me them win the match, they based on the first, 5 over when we watch, and that for sure is a in a T20, you have to just watch the match, because if you tell me we win, if you tell me say West Indies would have make more than 100, but I said, I don't believe you. Because it looked like every 5-6 balls somebody was out. So I don't know who would have make 100. All right, listen to these people.
Before we get into the formalities, just want to highlight the error that you saw on the graphic. Before we get into the formalities, just want to highlight the error that you saw on the graphic inside. So Kevin Lambert, the midfielder, is in the squad, while Dejon Whisper Richards is not. So apologies for the graphic that you saw on the screen. We will be taking your questions, but before we go into the questions, we're just going to go into some remarks. As you can see at the head table, at the end, we have the goalkeeper coach, Gudmundur Fridason, as we always have goalkeeper questions that come at press conferences. To his right, we have the assistant coach of the Reggae Boys, John Wall. To his right, head coach, Hamer Helgumson, and to my immediate left, Maron Gordon. But before we get into the questions, we just want to go into, firstly, the opponents that we're going to play. That's Mexico, Venezuela, and Ecuador. And then we'll have our goalkeeper coach, Gudmundur Fridason, speak briefly about the goalkeeping options that we have selected. So firstly, our first opponent, as everybody knows, is Mexico. So assistant coach Maron Gordon will talk briefly about the Mexican team.
Yes, good evening, everyone. First of all, before we go into the team,
People, I don't really want to hear them break down every team. I want to hear the question them were relevant to this program. See? So we're gonna find that.
We've selected.
all right, Ecuador. Wait, move it. Yep. Move it. 1, 2.
Yeah, I'll give you a joke, kind of.
There we go. Ecuador, probably one progressives.
I do want to hear this one day, but this is not what I want to hear right now.
Set pieces, they're really good. The game's there now. Kahim is getting his.
All right, cool. I want to hear the question
Thank
then.
you for the question and
Good. Thank you.
Coach, first half, so the average age for the game against Jamaica was around 24 and a half for the players who started at game 1 as well. Has it been a specific focus for you to try and use in the squad? And how do you think that you will acclimatize and really get into a tough competition like the Copa?
Yo, you can hear that? There's actually a question about the age. Yeah. Okay, so you can hear that. All right, cool. So listen this now.
Yeah, thank you for the question, and thanks for being here. We are in competition with the music here, so I hope you hear from us. But we haven't been shy picking young players for our squad. We must think about the future. We are thinking about the World Cup in 2026, and beyond that is another World Cup in 2030. And we have not only played, we have given a lot of responsibility to young players. So in the Gold Cup, Whisper played a lot of the games there. Now Kahim is getting his chance. The goalkeepers are all young that we have in our squad now. So it's I think the future looks bright for Jamaica in that sense. And to be able to give young players the floor, the stage in a competition like this one can only grow them, can only help them in their development. So, no, it is not like planned to get the average age below something. We just want to pick the players that we think will benefit Jamaica not only now but also in the future. And it was a mix. Now these two games we played in the World Cup, of course, it was the most important to win them. But we're giving players a chance to show if they could grab a spot in this now Copa America squad. We were giving them a chance to show both on trainings and in the games if they were ready to step into that role.
Yeah, second question. Well, you can answer this as well. If you're like Coach Juan or
We'll share.
As well. So, in terms of the attacking options in the squad, I'm sure many people will ask about maybe Leon Elling specifically and Jean Richards coming into the squad as well. But just generally, the amount of attacking players in the squad. Usually, when you play possession heavy teams, you are optimal here in the back system. I don't expect you to give away your tactical plans for the Copa America, of course, but when you play, when you have so many attackers in the squad, how do you plan to maneuver with so many quality attackers? And is it your plan to go forward and really bring the game to these opponents at Copa America?
I think it's a good problem to have. It's how to keep everybody balanced and keep them competitive. And I think if you plan to go deep into a competition, you need a quality front line, also, a quality team balance. But we are always blessed with offensive players. So I think it's a good problem to have, as I said earlier. And just to keep them happy, keep everybody going, keep it competitive. And people will, definitely raise the bar each time. Because when you have people too complacent, your complacency also never a good thing for any good team who want to do well. So I think you just need to continue to add quality. And most of the time we add quality to the offensive part, especially lately, it's a young player who is aspiring to be great, So I think it's a good thing, it's a good problem for us to have. But the players, they are good together, and that is important. They are like brothers. They are competing, but competing, in a healthy way, and that is important for us.
Thanks, Lich. Mr. Blake.
Thank you. First question to our coach. You seem to have settled on your backup contingent. Would you care to share with the fans what it is that you see in the strengths of Anaya Boyz Clark and Shaquan Davis?
It's a good question. Thank you for that. I would say that they are both modern goalkeeper based on the style of play football is today. They can both be a good shoot stoppers, and they are good with the feet. As you know, in the modern game today, the 70% of what the goalkeeper is doing in the game is with his feet. So they are actually the future goalkeepers, as we can say, in a modern style of play.
And coach, I want to ask, so that we don't have wild thoughts out there on the past. The inclusion of West Hardy back into the football, you share with us what intimidated that, and if you wish, midfield, and Kevin didn't make the squad, even though creating chances and not putting as many away as we should. Can you share with us those if you would?
I'll go from the last to the first. So
Can you guys hear that? So basically, Cataract asked him to just talk about West Hardin's inclusion, talk about DJ's exclusion, and talk about Kemar Roof's exclusion. So the coach them going go in reverse order. Zine? So let's hear what the coach said about that. So Cataract asks about 3 specific players.
let's start on Kemar Roof. We contacted him. He said he had been he didn't hit the ground running in the league. So in the end of the season, he played a limited amount of minutes. And he just said, Coach, I would probably not help you a lot in Copa. And I really like the honesty of players when they say this. I'm not fit enough for Jamaica. When I'm fit, I will be the first man to say yes. DJ Daniel Johnson has been with us in the squad more or less. He had a tough season, didn't play much, and was not even in the squad for probably the last third of the season. So he was missing a lot of match fitness. We called him in now just to see where he was at. And we thought in the end that others would be more suited to play for us. So that's kind of the most honest answer I can give about DJ. And I would like to give him a lot of credit because he has always been the first one to show up when he gets the call from Jamaica. And I hope that will be also continuing in the future. He will now, of course, start the season. And hopefully he will do good in the season and come back to us like better than ever before. Now, the reason for West Hardin that we include him now is what the coaches were saying. Our opponents are really physical. Number one, it's a high tempo opponent. It's going to be highly physical matches. So we needed experience. We needed a strong person, a character, and I think his versatility. Both can play a right back position but also a central defense position, makes him kind of a perfect choice for us in this tournament. And he's highly motivated to come here. I was funny to see his face when he got the call up. He was so happy. He has been waiting for this call for a long time. So we expect a lot good from him, but most of all, he's a good player, but he's also a really good person. He will help us in the team building as well. So happy with including him.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. Yes, first.
So, big story coming out of the announcement of the Copa squad is that the is back from international break to 16. What was the conversation like in the aspect that might have convinced him to back for the Copa?
All right, so I have this is a very, very low question. So I have to tell you what the man said. The man is asking him what was the conversation like with Leon Bailey that got him to get back into this Copa squad. So let's listen keenly to this answer right here, people. Again, the question is about the conversation between the coach or the coaching staff and the player to get him back into the team. So let's listen to this.
The talk was between his agent and the JFF, so I would like to give a lot of credit to Greg and to Mr. Chong. So they sorted out whatever was the issue between him and the JFF. So after that, I think he has always wanted to represent Jamaica. And I don't want to talk much about what went on a meeting I wasn't attending, but I'm just grateful that this happened and this was resolved. And well, we have been talking about some of the issues that he was talking about, so we share the same thoughts in so many matters. And hopefully it will just help, like we said before, hopefully it will just help us to grow, continue to improve, continue to become more professional, etc. And he can say, I did my part in that. So I think it will in the end lead to something good.
Wow. Wow. So basically, people. So the way Grim has been told the situation was, it was a Craig and Chung and Dennis Chung situation, a conversation and negotiation. And people, I don't know if you know anything about Craig and Dennis Chung, but them could have never negotiate nothing. That may I tell you right now. That wouldn't work. Not based on how me hear Craig talk about Chung. Yeah, exactly, Stefan. Right, exactly. If Grimson ever know how silly that even sound when him just say a while ago, that not make no sense. Craig now go up at JFF go talk to Chung out of all the people them Chung. No, bro. No, bro. Yeah, exactly. Here you know, Craig and Chung. That not make no sense. Float is not. That is not. That couldn't be what happened. Float couldn't be. Yeah, that may I tell you, like, this man a try coach aside. This man a try coach aside. We are talking about how ugly the style is, and he might get some ugly 3 points win still. And the man can't even pick a team in peace because of bare foolishness are going. The man them tell the man, yo, it's all good. Pick him, pick him. When nothing no goes up. Channel star. Me know. Me know say him there on from when it first start, brother. Me know. I won't be surprised if the coach walk for real. Yo. Ah boy. Demo, if him no walk, him just eventually you just gonna see more and more decisions where him make when make you scratch your head and him just complicit with whatever go on. Come, I hope him no walk still because look like them a try build something with the core, and it why we're not getting the performances, somehow we are galvanized enough for win some game and get some results. So hopefully the other side it can get better as well. But John Star. So the coach will contact the players in pick. That's a good point, Moby. You can just go off of the word or what the man will tell you, and call and talk to the player none at all. Hold on, maybe I can listen back what the man say. All right, when he asks this.
We have been talking about some of the issues that he was talking about. So
All right, I'm going to listen back to the answer, people. I have to listen to this one more time. So this is the answer to the question about to come up again, people.
So the talk was between his agent and the JFF. So I would like to give a lot of credit to Greg and to Mr. Chong. So they sorted out whatever was the issue between him and the JFF. So after that, I think he has always wanted to represent Jamaica. And I don't want to talk much about what went on a meeting I wasn't attending, but I'm just grateful that this happened and this was resolved. And well, we have been talking about some of the issues that he was talking about, so we share the same thoughts in so many matters. And hopefully it will just help, like we said before, hopefully it will just help us to grow, continue to improve, continue to become more professional, etc. And he can say, I did my part in that. So I think it will in the end lead to something good.
I think consistency is what got them through, and you know, we've been watching and tracking these players right through the JPL, and you know, I don't think anybody will raise an eyebrow in terms of the local players we chose. Um, you know, young Kaim, I just sometimes, you know, I don't think he even understands what is going on, you know, but he's just, you know, vasting in the time, and you know, but I'm really happy for them, you know, because you know, you had times in the near past where we didn't have so many local based players that are playing in our local league, you know, in a big squad like this. So you know, I'm just happy for them, and you know, it's just go to show that as long as you perform, you know, it doesn't matter where the world you are. If you perform and you have a Jamaican passport, you can be a part of the team.
Thanks, Chris. We can take.
If I can add to this, I think the league improved this year. I think especially turning the end of the playoffs were really good matches. I think that is also something that we must help the league to grow, to get better players from the league, of course, to sell them abroad, but to grow and improve the league will always support the national team. And I would want to give credit to the guys in charge of the league. I think, at least looking for since the last two leagues, I think this one was really good, especially towards the end.
Thank you very much, Chris. We can take two more, Daniel, and one more over here. Daniel.
Right, Coach Robinson. Several of the players are coming back from injury or in the rehab process. Why take this risk, knowing that you know you probably could have given other players opportunities, or are you confident that they'll be?
So you know, can further good pass.
Jaden, I'm not sure, you know. I'm sure JFF will probably have it out
Local
at
league,
some point.
you know, in a
To get better players from
But I got
league, of course, to sell them abroad, but to grow and improve the league will always support the national team. And I would want to give credit to the guys in charge of the league. I think, at least looking for since the last.
So yeah, a while ago, him say it's a good look for the league improve. Him say, of course, you want players in the national team from the local league. Obviously, him say, of course, to sell them. Like, him kind of say it as an afterthought. So, you know, even he knows that it's about, you know, moving on the players. I guess it's been explained that.
Select them for the World Cup matches. This is why we left them there. And given the conditions of where we were playing, etc., I think it was risky to bring in a doubtful player for those matches. So we opted to give them with the team, with the advice from their teams, to give them off the World Cup. But we are pretty confident Ethan Pinnock is ready. Demari Gray has been calling us regularly. He says he's going to be on fire. Latibotier was maybe the last one to say he was ready. So yeah, and then we can include, because of the new rule of 26, we can include Blake and Amari Bell, which we know are not ready as of now, but hopefully will be ready. But we are really satisfied and happy with the 23 we selected. So no, it's not a risk for those players in the 23-man squad.
Thank you, Daniel. You can take one more over here.
Yes, West Harden is a player that we haven't seen in the squad for a while. What prompted you to have him in this squad?
Yeah, so we said a little bit earlier why. It's because of the opponents. First and foremost, it's physical opponents, high tempo opponents. So it's going to be a lot of fights, and he has the attributes to defend that. Secondly, he has experience. That is the reason we selected him.
And finally, I heard you made a comment about the JPL league. What's the possibilities of you maybe looking to the league again to have players being called for the national team?
What is the possibility that we will be looking at the league again?
Yes.
Huge. Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for your patience as well, because we know normally it's a morning presser, but it's an evening one. Mr. Blake, you had indicated you wanted to say one last thing.
Coach Mary, you've been with this team now as the Jamaica-based coach. Can you tell us what you've learned going into your third tournament, your development, your level? Can you tell us what you've learned?
Well,
And that question came in from something.
yeah, I've learned a lot. Especially how to plan meticulously. Yes, we used to plan before, but I think our planning now is very deep. For example, for the Copa, we're planning for this from ever since we left Canada that cold night. Planning the games as soon as we get the draws. I know who we're in group with. So I think in terms of planning, that is my biggest takeaway so far. And in terms of managing players, that is also a big thing because I think 5, 6, 7 years ago, I'll make more emotional decisions. No, I make more team decisions, and that is something that I've learned from Coach Halgrimson since he come in, how to manage and does not, don't take decisions with emotions, take it for the team and not with emotions. But, it's been a joy so far, and I'm learning, I'm growing, and, as Coach always say, we're all learning from each other, growing together. And, I'm just doing my part, for 2026 and beyond.
Again, thank you, everybody, for being here. For those who are heading to Houston, safe travels.
We're fucking out. We're fucking out.
Yo, them never cut off John Wall bad mouth. So yeah, that was the press conference, people, from tonight. It don't look like nobody asked about that. Stefan Wright, we say a next one, but me not see it. Me just see the same misleading information thing. Yo, people, my phone I move away from night. Cha-cha. Channel star. Well, people, I tell you the truth, this is one big soap opera, This show is supposed to be, it's like the JFF don't want me to be great and analyze the thing. Because I want to talk about the football, I really want to pull up all the lineup them and say, yo, see how it would have look, yeah? And all them something there. But people, this is madness. This is madness I go on. I don't know if it's out yet, Let me see. I don't know if it's out yet. Let me go to YouTube, people, and see if it's out. No, it's not on JFF. No, so some other place like to put it out first before even JFF, I'll never understand how that's possible or why that happens. Like, I don't know why the people them don't just let JFF get the one little views on them page them can get. Why don't just let them get that view? I don't understand it. Yeah, so nowhere. It's not out anywhere, people. It's just I just have a clip of it, but it's not anywhere. But you know, people. I mean, and Stefan, me no know where's the other post. He made a second post on top of the first post him didn't make. Me know, Stefan. Oh, Meran response at the end there. or Grimson? Oh, refresh the page. Let me see. Okay, yeah, let me see. Family. We are bigger than this. Alright, people them read it with me. Who not see it yet? Alright. Nice family picture. Jamaica, we are bigger than this. No, Jamaica, we are bigger than this. This is 2024. We all know that football on-field success cannot be achieved without off-field success. Good administration equal great results. Leon and I require some basic administrative improvements. We recommend that the following be addressed. 1. Review of player contracts to address matters of security, long-haul travel and rooms. 2. Review and monitoring of employee contracts to improve employee-player relations. 3. Adopting global standards relating to communication with the players. 4. Adopting global standards relating to the determination of player affiliation. 5. Immediately addressing the clear perception of or reality of conflict of interest at the level of the technical committee chairman. We believe that, as is the case globally, the chairman of the technical committee should not hold any club affiliation. Out of many, one people. BC State said, boy, it look like Leon is not coming back because the things on that list, will never change, especially original Matthew 24J. We have to respect you saying both Chris Gayle and other sports athletes that represent Jamaica from their heart. Sir Jacob, before did say something good to you. Man say, I respect the stance and definitely we need changes, but if the if the changes do not suffice, knowing how the JFF are, then what happens? Will Leon remain sidelined for the foreseeable future? What a waste of talent at the national level then. And I'm sure Bailey wants to play at the World Cup. So what then happens when or if we qualify? Will he reject the opportunity to play at the biggest tournament in football? The situation needs a resolution and fast too. It's become too toxic. So another take from someone else. This man is embarrassing to the highest degree. Just look how you're going to turn the fans against all your players. African Tug Life. No matter what, Leon, no bigger than the team. True or false? You have nothing Jamaica about you. Jamaica don't need none of your player. Wow. Somebody says stand on business. Yeah, so. Oh boy. I wonder if Halgrimson will take phone call right now. Vision. Boy, Vision this, Grammy Award winning songwriter. Yeah, man. Long time I know that youth, yeah, man. From before it was even Vision. So change has happened. Respect Mr. Butler for having strength to bring down the old guards that mean Jamaica football. No good. Vision is a baller too, so Vision know about a lot of the things that would be going on in the football behind closed doors, But yeah, people, it look like Mr. Butler going on the offensive, making his feelings known. But it's crazy, man. Respect Stefan, it was definitely there. Al Grimson has this hyped up, narcissistic little braggart dissing up the country, and all he can do is run behind him. They say no look good. Seriously, we must be the laughing stock of the region. There's always problems, man. I tell you. Another sad post. Basically, Leon won't be back until they get rid of Speed. Basically, he made it plain in that one. Man say, yo, the head of the technical committee. So we all know who that is. Wow. Yeah, me realize fresh after me ask, me realize where they talk about. But respect same way. Phil Jones, what go on? You get a new contract? You know, Phil Jones a legend, you know, man. Float management, he won't be back. Canada, they will laugh. Yeah, man, a be a foolishness, man. Always right before we go in a tournament, them wouldn't be answering any calls. Yeah, no, me either. I probably changed my number. And yet we are calling for top players to come and represent us. Very disappointing when we should be getting behind the team. We're occupied with other stuff. It never fails, Stefan. It never fails. And I'm telling you, like, you know, these players we've been seeing sending these messages out, you know, the likes of Reese Nelson. You know, I don't think Smith Rowe can still represent us. Others tell me otherwise. Omari, you know, having the flag after the promotion and everything, and you know, they would be looking at these things and saying, boy, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of dysfunctional things going on here. I believe that them requirements, Craigslist, is reasonable. Yeah, I don't think let me see. I'm gonna read them again. Review of player contracts, okay. The only thing about that part is, like, you know, Craig Butler is not the person that can say when they renegotiate like he's not. Why did they have to renegotiate contracts? Because you said so. So I mean that one to me is whatever, right? Review and monitoring of employee contracts to improve employee player relations. Employee contracts, what exactly am I referring to there? Employee contracts, like who? Employee player relations. Is he talking about the manager, or like what employees exactly? So number 2 is a bit confusing to me. Review and monitoring of employee contracts to improve employee player relations. So the players would be the players, because the one before that him say player contracts addressing specifically matters of security, long haul travel, and rooms. Okay. Okay, so that number 1 is not ridiculous. They want to talk about the security, the long haul travel, and the rooms. They want to renegotiate or review that stuff. Fine. The employee contracts to improve employee player relations. I need clarity on that. I'm not certain what employees I'm referring to there. Adapting global standards relating to communication with the players. Reasonable. You know, how do other teams do it as far as communication? Can we get more in line with that? That's fine. That's something I don't see why that would be a bad thing to do. Adapting global standards relating to the determination of player affiliation. Okay, so we know what that's about, right? Unattached people are listed as unattached. I saw the other day Nashardo Gibbs was listed as unattached. I'm assuming because he's a member of an academy. And is that a rule that the JFF is saying is a rule across the board? If they play for an academy, and they're not affiliated to an actual football club, then they won't be listed. I don't know, but I did see the other day where some other players were listed as unattached, and to my knowledge, they're not Phoenix players. So I don't know, but that is what that's referring to, the whole unattached with the Phoenix players, I'm sure. Number 4. Then number 5, immediately addressing the clear. Okay, so number 5 is the one about Speed. Not, I guess, not. Probably he's saying that he shouldn't be the head of the technical committee, because I don't think he's asking Speed to not be a part of the of Cavalier. in this post. So I think he's saying that he needs to not be the head of the chairman of the technical committee. So yeah, that is it. Stefan, that's why I'm not tell no player what to do. Right before Nations League semis, Bailey dominated the airwaves. Now before Copa, Bailey and Butler again, and it's not for the right reasons. Nope. Everyday living say, if I was the coach, I would walk away. Well, we don't need Leon first to qualify for the World Cup. Phil B. Bailey did this 3 times in a row now. Interview before Nations League, interview before first World Cup qualifying game, and now this spotlight always on him. Well, it sounds like Dennis Strong will be doing the rounds tomorrow or the next day everywhere. He has not been on YouTube in a long time. So I guess maybe he'll be on like the radio tomorrow or something. Maybe he'll go and talk to Sports Max. I don't know who he still will give interviews to, but I haven't seen him on YouTube in a long time, so I doubt it will be on YouTube anywhere. But I feel like somebody needs to talk to Mr. Strong, because the coach said what he said in the press conference, that he would have gotten assurances that Chung and Craig Butler had spoken and they worked out whatever they were going to work out. And yeah, he's available for selection. Now, as I think it was Demo said earlier, but it sounded like he talked to the players before he did anything, because he said how happy Wes Harding was. Then he also said maybe he didn't do that with Bailey, which is clear that he didn't, because I don't believe that if the coach spoke to Bailey after the JFF told him that everything is all good, and Bailey say, yo, coach, no disrespect, but things are really sorted out fully, I'm not ready for come back yet, And then the coach just wouldn't pick him. But I don't know. I mean, with all the contention going on with the situation, I find it hard to believe as well that the coach wouldn't reach out to Bailey first, even if him get assurances from whoever tell him that everything is all good. I find that hard to believe, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it's possible, but I would be wanting to call that player and talk to him face to face, probably even video call him to see him face and just know for sure. Because you can talk to someone on the phone and, maybe you don't get the exact feel for how them emotions or where their emotional state is. But if you're looking at them, it's really hard to hide that true emotion. Never mind, Jason. I'm going to. Wait, say, go on your bed. Promoter, stay away. You're there. A baller play away. So. Promoter, no need for forward. Employees meaning the JFF, I guess. Yeah, but the thing is, are there how many well, I guess yeah, there are employees, but like it must be some specific people like them I talk about. Like, so like meaning the players need to know how much the employees are making. I wonder if that's what they mean. Look at Brianna Liston. Yeah, Brianna Liston look like she already put out something and say, yo, when I chat too much, because them are going like the girl now. Let me see. I'm just did see something about Brianna Liston as you said that, She have a story. Yeah, she put up Jamaica picture with lead people business at play. I hope that I never forward through the screen a while ago, because that wouldn't be very good. Move from giving Phoenix players a fair shoot now. Gibbs is unattached. Yeah. Big up Bailey, while Lambert, Marshall, and Palmer in my team. Fire the coach now and give back Paul Hall the team. Boy, Paul Hall though. The problem is, It's like you need a Paul Hall and Grimson coach, because Paul Hall did have some nice attacking patterns and the team did look nice going forward, but we concede goal like whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Not just academy. Speed states any club or academy not registered by Irish Federation and thus the JFF will be considered unattached. Okay. So how does a academy go about getting registered with the JFF? Because surely clubs like academies like Phoenix and Ballers and Kingston where have teams that travel overseas and represent, like, why wouldn't they be registered with the JFF? I mean, what more would they have to do? Aren't they actual academies that do things? And like, that does seem a bit weird. Like, why aren't they registered? What do they have to do that's so difficult, or why wouldn't they want to register? It's an easy fix. Done with Leon Bailey. It's just pure problems with this player. Yeah. Yeah, man, him have to. Craig up in the ball corner too much, Jason. Yeah, I mean, at some point, it's like, yo, you have to realize that you're not really helping the situation as much as you could, Chung is busy elsewhere. He's recently appointed admin board chairman. Oh my gosh. Really? Why people are yard of have 75 posts all the time, man? And yo, that job we have, is not no small job, that. Me I talk about general secretary for the JFF, enough things him a deal with, or enough things him supposed to deal with. I don't know if him a deal with them. No problem at fresh. Yeah, get a grip, bro. People them just run with anything them area, man. This coach is weak and easily manipulated. He needs to go. But mindset, me respect how you feel about the situation, Yeah, man. I think the coach is just a coach, though. I think the coach just feel like he want to win, And the coach feel like if Bailey are playing, have a better chance for win. Simple as. Them say Leon Bailey going to be on MG Sports Live in the next 10 minutes on YouTube. Hope a real talk. Really? I would be shocked if that happened, though, because I don't really let me see what I'm going. My headphones there. Yeah, well, my sister, I'm still live. Well, everybody love a late night tonight, eh? People them now go to them bed. Well, me about 7 minutes to the 2 hour mark, So, John Star, this show just turn flip flop lopside all over the place. Like, share, and subscribe, people. Never a dull moment with this Reggae Boyz team, yeah. Never. Never a dull moment. Believe me. I don't understand how this even happened. Errors? What kind of errors? General Star. Where you say you're glad for West Harding, Travis? Yeah, man, a good thing, man. Long time should have been back there. He told me directly the issue is that academies would have to sign off on certain policies that has to do with player safety and compensation when injured. Gotcha. It's a whole another layer of insurance issues you have to deal with when you're actually okay. Overstand. Usually when something don't make sense, follow the paper trail. Got you, Jamaica fan. Got you. Yeah, man. Congrats to West, man. For real. Yeah, so last thing, people, before we show out. Definitely some surprises. You heard the coach mention it. DJ has been a part of the squad pretty much, since he has been here. DJ has been in the teams, so definitely was one that maybe the form that he showed leading up to the end of this season, you could say, boy, yeah, maybe he's not making it this time around, before that World Cup qualifiers. And if we're being totally honest, the performances in the World Cup qualifiers weren't, what you would call vintage Daniel Johnson performances. So the fact that he didn't quite make this Copa America squad is not outside of the realm of possibility, but I wasn't really thinking that it would happen. But he did look a bit off the pace, even for him. He's not really the most pacey player ever, but even for him, he looked even more pedestrian in these two games. So I think for him, it was really a case of lack of match fitness, match sharpness. While a lot of the other players had a long stretch before they played this last game, they at least were playing before they played this last game, 3 weeks prior. He's somebody that really hadn't played since, at that level, for some a lot of months, so just couldn't really get up to speed. And he's one that definitely you'd have to say got sacrificed, right? So Daniel Johnson not being in the squad, another one, people, and it's, to me, all the omissions, as far as I'm concerned, are for the most part in midfield. There's one attacker. I would also say, boy, where is he? But the other midfielder, I think, John Russell, the coach has not really looked at in his direction for a while now. And I just feel like that position, the knock on him is that he's slow. But, I think he reads the game well enough to where he doesn't really, yes, his athleticism isn't the greatest, but I think it's something that he's working on. I think it's something that he recognizes. I think that's why he's doing the type of training he's doing now. I think that will help his agility, his mobility. So, and I saw enough in glimpses of him to know that he's a little bit more accomplished than some of the other people we've been trying in those roles as far as ball retention and keeping the ball and playing passes. So, John Russell is another one that is a strange one for me. Maybe if Blake is fully fit, we don't go with the four keepers and we have an extra spot for a midfielder, maybe, so but then again, Alex Marshall is there in midfield, and while I, as Jean-Pierre fan said, it's tears in his eyes to hear the coach talking about his league like that. But I'm just struggling to see how Alex Marshall made this one, I mean, and he's a player that I like. I liked him from since he was at St. George's College. I always thought he was a decent player. Very disappointed that he couldn't, make it work in the Canadian League. On interviews, I've heard him say, maybe his mindset wasn't exactly the best for the time when he got the opportunity. But yeah, I think it's put up or shut up time for him right now. I mean, he's what, 25, 26 years old. I'm sure since he got the opportunity overseas then, he would love to get another chance to get that now. And I think people have said, boy, he's not gonna really play that much more than likely. But I don't know. I mean, in these tournaments, you never know. Like, you never really know. And especially the fact that the midfield is so light, he might have to play, you know what I'm saying? So, I see Jean-Pierre fans say we're short on cams, hence Alex. Well, the reason why we're probably short on cams is because him don't really play with a cam in most of his systems. Name a system when he had a cam. I think that the way we ended this last game against Dominica, he actually was playing Casey Palmer as a true cam. But other than that, it's normally two box-to-box midfielder. And one of them drop a little deeper to pick up the ball from time to time, and the other one stay a little higher. See, fresh I tell you that, we don't use a cam. Yeah, Tavan, just give us some performance like what we see at City, New York City, Same kind of confidence and whipping some cross and thing, and yeah. We don't see none of that for Jamaica yet, Tavan. Yeah, Alex was playing right wing and it never really worked out. I mean, couple times I seen him it's like him and the touchline did that play against each other. Because every time I see him dribble the ball straight out of bounds. If we are chasing, you will want more creative midfielders. Boy, Jean-Pierre, I overstand your reasoning and I try to figure out the Marshall, but it tough, man. I don't really know why. I don't really know why. All right, people. So this is gonna be the last little segment of the show. I'm gonna start telling the squad one more time. Just for clarity for everybody. Goalkeepers, he went with 4. Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Jamal Witt. Andre Blake, of course, will kind of be with the team in a captain's role, guiding the team, motivational, trying to keep everything together with the squad. Just somebody that everybody pretty much can look up to and talk to, and somebody that they say does a good job of keeping the squad together during the camp. So Andre Blake, maybe not in a playing capacity at first, but hopefully eventually will be able to play. Shaquan Davis, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Jamal Witt. I guess the key question when you look at the goalkeeper group, did Jamal Witt do anything to make the coach even consider starting one of Shaquan Davis or Kanaya Boyce Clark in the first game against Mexico? Did not have his shining moment against Dominica, but if we're being fair to Jamal Witt, really and truly probably his worst game as a Jamaican starter. So, I am not really I don't think it's time to really take him out of that starting role based on the other keepers in the pool, with Blake being injured, so I would still start with. Then we'll move on to the defenders. There are 9 in total, and they are Dexter Lemekisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Hardin, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. So, of course, Amari Bell out of these currently injured, but still named in the squad, and the hope is that before we leave this tournament, Amari Bell will be able to join and play a role. All right, so that is the defenders, people. So, by trade, if you look at this, we have one, Deshaun Bernard, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Hardin, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Joel Latibeaudiere. So that's about what? 7 names? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 7. That's actually 8 names. So potentially 8 players that can play center back. So, it could be that he's thinking about that back 3 again, just based on the names. You heard him mention, when he was asked about Wes Harden's inclusion, one of the main reasons was the versatility from right to center back and everything. So yeah, that's a big thing there, people. So versatility on the back line. Some of the signs might lean to me thinking he's gonna play that back three system, but we'll see. Midfielders now, we have Casey Palmer, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibodiere, and K. Roy Anderson. Again, maybe, and if you're looking at this, probably Kevin Lambert and Latibodiere, the two players that can play CDM or are more natural central defensive midfielders. K. Roy Anderson can do a job there, but I think he's more of a box to box. Casey Palmer more of a central attacking midfielder. Bobby Reed more of a central attacking midfielder / winger. So just interested to see how he uses these players. Alex Marshall to me is a central attacking midfielder for the most part, and we don't really use that system. But can play maybe a winger role. But didn't look so good in his cameo versus Dominica. So we'll see how the midfield plays out. I think a little bit light when it comes on to the stealing midfield. Will it still be the low experiment? He had Kevin Lambert in the team for these two games, and I think Kevin Lambert came on for like the last couple of minutes of injury time in the first match and didn't play in the second. So, the last tournament we had, which was the Gold Cup, that Hallgrimson was at, Lambert was used a lot in midfield. So we'll see if he does the trick again, not playing Lambert all the time, and then when the tournament starts, first game Lambert starts. You never know. So we'll see what kind of trick he plays with the midfield. But again, I think that the deeper line midfield is where we're really lacking in this squad. But the coach has mentioned it. YouTubers have mentioned it. Everybody who follows Jamaican football has mentioned it. That's just a position where we don't have a lot of resources, right? So that's the midfield people. Now the forwards, Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Mikel Antonio, Damari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and of course, Leon Bailey, who we don't know is actually going to be in the team or not at this point. And this is 3 hours after this was posted. So it never ends, people. The constant, what up in the air and what's going on. It never stops with the JFF and the Reggae boys. Yeah, so that's it, people. I really don't have much else to say on this squad. I think what this just basically is a list that has come out, and we'll see how much like this list, the team that plays in the first game of the Copa and the squad that's put out on the screen for that first game looks like this one that we're seeing right here. So yes, people, I had a pleasure trying to break down the squad for you guys. It took a left turn, a right turn. We went in the sky in an airplane, and we're finally land back now to the end of the show. So big up, massive respect. A lot of places pushing out content right now. It is like Reggae Boy squad announcement, and YouTube is going nuts, right? So respect to all the people them who give Jason Gooner TV a chance and a little time for view the content. You don't know, most of these views probably going to forward tomorrow. So when you're watching this back, people, please like, share, and subscribe to the content. It's Jason Gooner TV. We have a lot in store. Tomorrow, people, look out. We're doing a Euro 2024 preview show, people. Yeah, man, fresh. We're gonna go through all the groups, predict them. Yeah, man, players to watch for the tournament. Yeah, man, so look out for that thumbnail out already. Or find it, get a strength, drop a like on it, and when we go live tomorrow, you will see people doing an early show, daytime show. So look out for that, people. 11 a.m. my time. We're gonna run back out and drop some content for the people on the Eurozine. So that is it though for this one. Jason Gooner TV. Back again with some more live content. Had to give you the squad reaction. Had to say, shame on CVM for dropping the ball. You should have done a much better job with that. And yeah, that squad surprises will say something else when I clean up the title. It's gonna say Bailey Butler saga drama again. I'm tired of it, brother. But people, big up on yourself. Tired of the drama. Want the football to prevail. But tonight we just had to talk about the drama because that's all that was going on. See? So big up on yourself, people. Jason Gooner, we're out of the building. Yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe. We are going to grow the thing. We are going to build the thing. We are improve. See? So big up on yourself and respect for the support, people. Much love and respect, man. Yeah, man. Till them time then. We're out of here. Blessings, people.